morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle Long and I'm the owner of Lather and Lux here in Dayton, Ohio, where the weather outside is raining. But anyways, so I'm so excited about this soap because it's different. It's something I've never did before, but it is something that one of my other favorite soap artists has done. Her name is Tiara Faye with Gypsy Faye Creations. Go check her channel out. She's amazing. I love her. I love her because she is so dynamic. She's daring. She's creative. And she kind of reminds me of me a little bit. And, you know, we all look to other soap artists for ideas or, you know, inspiration, whatever it may be. But go check her out. She's fun. I like her. So today's soap, we are going to be making soap in a cup. That's right, soap in a cup. Like actual soap that you pour into a cup and then it turns into soap over time. Okay, so enough with the dramatics. So the soap that I'm going to be making today is a pumpkin scented soap, but it is going to be a pumpkin latte soap. So I'm going to be putting it into a soap cup. In a soap cup. No, I'm going to be putting the soap in the cup. Okay, so it's getting like crazy in here. I don't know what to do. I'm just kidding. So we are going to be making a latte soap with the pumpkin fragrance. I'm repeating this over and over and over again. I'm so excited about this soap. It's something I've never did. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one turns out in the end. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, watch the video, and see what happens. Catch you at the end, guys. In my base oils, this is at room temperature, so it's not very hot at all. I'm going to get my thermometer and see what the temperature of my oils are for you guys. Okay, so they're like 81 degrees right now. Give it a good stir to make sure that heat is distributed evenly so I can get a good accurate temperature. Yep, 81.6 is the temperature that it reads. And my lye water solution is actually 73. So they are within 10 degrees of each other. Also, today, I am going to be straining my lye water solution because I have pre-made my lye water probably about 2 days ago. And I have just been so busy. I am actually getting my boys' bedroom together. I'm painting it. We just laid a floor in there. So I'm going to be painting it like a blue. And my youngest son loves Thomas the Train. He just loves trains in general. And my oldest son is like 12. So I'm not sure. He said he wanted a Fortnite bedding. I don't know where to get Fortnite bedding. So if anybody knows, let me know. Okay, so starting off with this lye solution, I'm going to be pouring it into this strainer today to get all of those little chunky bits out. Okay guys, so today's fragrance oil is, let me see. So I kind of made my own little blend with this because I use pumpkin caramel latte fragrance oil. I literally only use like a tiny bit with the perfect pumpkin fragrance oil, and both of these are from Wholesale Supplies Plus. Because I read reviews on this pumpkin caramel latte fragrance, it says that it basically moves really fast in the soap, which means traces really fast, so it gets thick faster. So I did not want that soap to thicken up too much. So I added those two fragrances together, and then I also added some pumpkin pie spice to that fragrance oil. just to give it a more well-rounded fragrance in the soap. And into these oils, I am also going to be adding some kale and clay. Now, kale and clay also makes your soap trace fast, but it also gives it a nice texture. It makes it real smooth and slippery. I just like the way it feels in the soap, and also it helps your fragrances stick to the soap as they cure. So, let me think here. Now, my fragrances are already measured out. Okay, so the perfect pumpkin fragrance that I use in this fragrance oil mixture says it cures to a light brown. It has 6% vanillin in there. I'm also going to be using a vanilla color stabilizer that I also bought from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I got a small bottle. I need to get a bigger bottle because I use it quite often. So with 6%, I'm not going to add too much. I'm just blending that up real quick with my little mini mixer before we add that fragrance. I do want to bring this to a light trace. In one of those colors, I'm going to be using this color orange because it is a pumpkin spice latte. That's what I'm going to be calling it. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my stick blender into the base of my oils and give this a light blend to a very light trace. And if you guys are wondering what oils are in my base oil recipe and in my piping recipe, you can find those in the description box. This is what a light trace is. It does not hold any form of shape. It's pretty runny. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is split off my two colors for accents in the soap. And I don't want too much of a brown, just enough. I'm not going to be putting any fragrance in these yet because I'm going to move really fast when I do this because I'm not sure how fast these are going to trace. So I'm going to, see what happens here. I'm going to move this one off to the side and start with the orange. And the orange that I'm using for this is called Racing Stripe Orange Mica from Brambleberry, and it has a really nice pumpkin-y color to it. And I kind of want to add just a little bit of Gold Sparkle Mica from Brambleberry. I don't know why, I just feel like it needs that. I just get those feelings. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up as good as I can with my spatula so I can keep this pretty fluid. Are you guys feeling festive yet? I've seen some stores already putting out Christmas decorations, which I feel like it's getting earlier and earlier every year. I feel like they're just trying to beat their competitors with putting their things out earlier and earlier every year. But I feel like you're losing that tradition, the traditional experience that you get from these seasons. And I think, in America, we're losing a lot of our tradition. So I kind of want my kids to have those experiences like I had when I was a kid. And I'm not going to add too much of this Cappaccino Mica. This is from Brambleberry as well. Just because I think this fragrance over here is going to give it the little extra brown that it needs in the soap. And I think what I'm going to do is actually do in the pot swirl, because I think you're going to get the most swirls out of it that way in these little paper cups. I do have some embeds to go on top of the soap once we get that whipped frosting done and on top of here. And I will show you guys how I made those without using a pumpkin mold, because I don't have a pumpkin mold and I didn't want to wait for another week to do this soap. So I just went ahead and created my own little pumpkins using a round ball mold that I actually purchased from Brambleberry. Now, into each one of these, I do want to add just a tiny bit of titanium dioxide, because it just kind of livens up those colors just a bit in the soap. And I actually use this little squeezy bottle with the cap on it, because if you don't put a cap on it, it will evaporate really quickly. So I just shake it up and shake it up. And I got these from the Dollar General in a 2-pack. One was a little bit larger than this one for $1, guys. That is super cheap. Just one little drip and a couple little drips in that one. Just a teeny tiny bit. Not a whole lot. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure I got all my bases covered before I pour this fragrance in. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and blend this fragrance up really quick, because there is that pumpkin high spice blend in there with that vanilla color stabilizer. So we're going to pour these into the bases, and then we're going to put it in the pot swirl. Then we're going to pour it into our little cups. This little spatula fits right in here handily. So I've started decorating my house for the fall season, which I don't normally do, but since all of my kids are in school, they won't tear anything up. I don't know about you, but I have all boys. I have no girls, so they like to destroy. They're so destructive. Let me know if your guys' boys are destructive, or if you have girls, are they destructive? I find that boys are a little more rowdy than girls, in my opinion, but I don't have girls, so I don't know. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put our stick blender into the orange just for a really, really quick second, guys. Just want to wipe down my sides a little bit. And these are the perfect colors that I was looking for, exactly. Okay, I want to mix this one up just a bit. And look how fast this is tracing, guys. Look at that. But not nothing we can't work with. And it looks like it may be trying to curdle a little bit. You see that? That's rising, but it's nothing we can't stick blend out if I have to. Okay, I'm just going to put my stick blender in there real quick just to kind of get all those chunky bits out. Alright, and I was able to stick blend that out of there pretty easily, but now I got to work a little bit fast. Okay guys, so we're going to do an in the pot swirl. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to drop this swirl in there real quick. Okie doke. So here we go, drop swirl, in the pot swirl, I mean. And yes, this fragrance is a pain in the butt. Well, that's okay, because we're going to make it work. Alright, so just going to kind of swirl that up in there just a little bit. Alright, bring my cups over here. And it's going to be a bit messy, but that's okay. Titled, My Messiest Video Ever. But I have a feeling they're still going to turn out pretty awesome. After I forced these into the cups because it did thicken up and speed trace pretty fast. This is what they look like after I got them into the cups. As you can tell, they look like kind of not mashed potatoes, but sweet potato pie. But I love the colors. It wasn't too bad getting them in the cups. So would I do this again? Absolutely. I would definitely make these again. So one last thing before we go ahead and put the piping on there. I'm just going to go ahead and add some Cappaccino Mica to the top of these. Just to kind of give it a little more of a cool look. I think that would be pretty cool. You're probably thinking, well, why would you add Cappuccino Mica to the top of this soap? Well, guys, I have something in store for you at the end of this video. That looks good. I'm just going to spray the top of these with 91% isopropyl alcohol. Just to seal in all of those micas. We're back to pipe the soapy frosting on top of the pumpkin caramel latte frappuccinos. And that is what they look like after I took them out of the mold that we made with one of these cups. So what I end up doing is just tearing it out of the cup. I ripped the cup open to get it out. So it is not salvageable to make soaps in those. So what I'm going to do is probably make a mold using this cup that we poured the soap into and see how that works. And if I do, I'll make a video for you guys. So here we go. I already made the soapy frosting. It has titanium dioxide. And I put just a little bit of pumpkin spice powder in it. I'm just putting a dollop on the top and then going around the base of the frappe and building up that top. Alright, we are done with the piping on those. So I have some cute little pumpkin embeds that I made. And because I do not have a pumpkin mold, so I used this small round ball mold to create the pumpkins. So I carved the lines in there with a toothpick, and then I colored it with mica, and I spritzed it with shimmer gold from Nurture Soap. So I'm going to be placing one of these on each side of the soap. Okay, and then I have one last little thing I wanted to be adding to these. I have a biodegradable paper straw as well. I'm just going to stick this into the side of the soap. Each one of these will be getting one. And I want to add one other cute thing to these. I just kind of wanted to do something a little different than a bar of soap this time. So also on the top, I'm going to sprinkle this with a bit of pumpkin spice powder, just to give it a little extra realism. Just going to sprinkle some right on the top. Could be really cute little gifts for somebody for the holidays, or you can use them as decoration. But I think these are really cute. Sorry guys, my throat is really sore, so I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit, so that's why I'm talking so softly. I'm just going to add a little bit of caramel drizzle onto the top of these frappes. This is goat's milk melt and pour, and I colored it with Sparkle Me Gold from Brambleberry. I also used some Cappaccino Mica from Brambleberry as well. I have a little bit of green piping here that I use from Olive. Let's see, this is from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It's Martini Green Olive from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I also used Green Vibrance from Nurture Soap. And I just added both of those into there to see which one comes out, you know, which one wins. Throw them in there and let them fight and see which one comes out, because they're both completely different colors. So I thought if I added both of those colors together, I might get the color that I want. So we'll see. These are going to be the vines on the pumpkins. I'm just trying to decide where I want to start. Let's start with this guy. Oops. That looks cute. Alright guys, I'm just going to continue to pipe some of these. And then I will bring you back for the next step. Awesome. Look at that one. It came out really awesome. They're just supposed to be like cute little pumpkin vines. I'm just kneading them on each side of each other. It's like a little pumpkin patch on your frappe. The last one. Last thing, I'm just going to spritz it with some shimmer gold and top that off with some 91% isopropyl alcohol. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see more of my fun soapy creations. Thank you. Alright guys, we are back the next day to cut these pumpkin frappe soaps in half. So it's been about 24 hours since I've piped the top. So here we go. We'll hold up. Let me see. Alright, the first cut. That is so cool. Look at that, guys. You got the pumpkin color and then you have the dark color. I think it's all going to end up going around what these edges look like. Sorry if you're having a hard time hearing me. I kind of lost my voice a little bit. So that's what the first pumpkin latte frappe drink looks like. I think that's really cool. I'll have to show you guys what they look like in a couple days. You can even see that mica line in there. I really love how these turned out. I think they came out so cute. I think it's a bit too tall. There we go. Alright. These are so freaking adorable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These are so adorable, guys. This is what they look like when you cut them in half. These are the pumpkin latte frappe drinks. You got your pumpkin embed on the top with your soapy frosting and your straw with the cute little pumpkin vines on there with some pumpkin spice powder. You can see on the edges that it may discolor to that color that's around the edge. So at the end of this video, I'll give you guys an update on what that discoloration will look like on a bar of soap after 1 week. Look how cute! Those are just so adorable. I love how they turned out. I think I'm going to do a bunch more like this because I really like the design. I love the idea. I think they are freaking cute. So I'm definitely going to have to create more of those. And I'm just going to go ahead and speed the end of this video up, guys. And I hope you like this video. please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see more fun soapy creations like these. Oh my god, so what did you guys think about that soap? That was so like, I didn't know what to do. But anyways, I think it turned out pretty cute anyway. And honestly, these smell amazing. Here's about 5 weeks after they have cured. So some of them have a little bit of bubbles in the side of them. And that was because the fragrance accelerated the soap so fast. I am definitely going to be trying this again. I have some ideas for you guys that I'm going to be creating really soon for you. And I think you're going to like it. So you got your straw with your pumpkin spice on the top and caramel drizzle with your pumpkin embed. And these are just so cute. These would make like really great gifts in your stockings, or if you're just like a pumpkin frappe lover. Because I love frappes. Like, I know everybody likes Starbucks, but I live closer to McDonald's, so I always get their like mocha frappe. And I actually tried the caramel frappe not that long ago, and surprisingly it was so good. I'm just like one of those people that when I find something good, I stick with it. I don't try a whole bunch of things, which I need to start doing because life is boring if you don't. I mean, right? So moving on, this soap will be available to purchase in my store once you see this video. I do have very limited quantity of those. I didn't make very many because I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, and to say the least, I was not going to be able to save those cups to reuse, but I do have an idea for that coming up as well. I think what I'm going to do is make some silicone cup molds, and I'm going to make a video for that as well. But I've been getting a lot of questions about how do I label my soaps. I get that a lot. So here's what the label on my soaps look like for the most part. Now the pictures are different on each bar of soap, but this one you can see that it says Lather and Luxe, Handmade Artisan Soap, the name of the soap, and the weight of the soap. I know my camera is not focusing very well. And on the back side, you can see you have the name of my store with the name of the soap with the ingredients. You have my email address and then my address, like my PO address. So yeah, that's how I label. And if you guys would love to see me make a video on how I label, package, ship all the stuff, let me know and I'll make you guys a video and you can see that. Here's another one. This was the cotton candy soap. So here is what that looks like when it's labeled and all packaged up. Very nifty, cute, and they look very professional. So just let me know what you guys think. Also, my last update for you guys. I recently made a large batch for a customer who... Actually, let me rephrase this. I made a large batch of my Alien Area 51 soaps for a person who owns Glamour Ghoul Box. She's a subscription box. She owns the subscription box. So I made her a bunch of soaps to go in her October release for this month. And I made extras for my store as well because they completely sold out. Like, gone. So here is what the new Alien Area 51 soap looks like. Look how cute. I just love it. It's so darn cute. And then you got your like little meteor on top. But yeah, these will be in the store for purchase as soon as you see this video as well. And they have the same fragrance. They are just a very little bit not as strong as the last batch that I made. I use a little bit less fragrance in these. So let me know if you guys like the fragrance in these, or if you want me to put a little more fragrance in there if you purchase one of these. These smell so good. Another thing that I'm doing, I know I said I had one more announcement, but I'm a liar. Anyways, I got these wax melts. These are farmhouse cider. These are super sweet. They're super strong. Not like super sweet as like a candy, but like they're definitely like cider. You can definitely smell cider in those. And then the marshmallow fireside wax melts. I love these. They smell so good. I could just like stick them up my nose and just smell them all day. Just kidding. I don't know what it is. I can smell the marshmallow, but I smell that fire and that smoke, and it all really comes together. Oh, it just smells so good. Well, that's the end of this video, guys. So I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time for some more fun soapy creations that I have planned for you. And they're so cute. Bye, guys.